Hey guys, so I'm gonna go right into my discussion prompts for A Midsummer Night's Dream. So one of the things that I thought was interesting about the play is that Shakespeare would write about something as trivial as love triangles and young love, and then that we as humans, I think this reveals that we as humans haven't really changed over time in what we find entertaining and what we concern ourselves with. So I think it's just funny how we there's a play about something so trivial as a love triangle. So for question two, one of the values represented in this play is like being traditional and parental authority as displayed by Aegeus and Theseus. And examples are Aegeus trying to decide who Hermia is going to marry. He likes Demetrius better than Lysander, so he wants to make that decision for her. And then Theseus, if Hermia doesn't honor her father's wishes, he's going to punish her by death or by making her be a nun for the rest of her life. And then another value in this play is romantic love rather than love for gain. So Hermia wants to marry Lysander because that's who she's in love with. She doesn't want to do it for wealth or property or anything like that. And then Helena also loves Demetrius, and even though he rejects her, that's just who she wants to be with. And I think for the play as a whole, this creates the conflict between traditional ideas and more progressive ideas. For question number three, one thing that I was unclear about after first reading it was the changeling boy that created conflict between Titiana and Oberon. So after a little looking, this boy was the son of a fairy and a mortal, and the mortal was one of Titiana's followers. And after she died, Titiana took him in under her wing, but Oberon wanted to take him for himself to display his power as the king fairy and his dominance. So that's what I found for that. For question four, I think the play really depicts men as how they actually were at the time. So making decisions they thought were right and doing what exercised their authority. So one example is Demetrius and Lysander fighting over each woman's love, so when they love Hermia or when they both love Helena. And another example is Aegeus trying to exercise his parental authority over and I guess masculine authority over his daughter. The women, on the other hand, are depicted as more progressive and independent, I think, and I think an example of this is Hermia going against her father's wishes and running off with Lysander anyway, and then Helena being the one to make moves on Demetrius rather than the other way around. For question five, I think men playing the women's roles during Shakespeare's time maybe created or helped enhance the comedic element of the play. I think maybe women playing it would have made the play a little more serious in nature. And on the other hand, it may not have been as big a deal because this was common at the time anyway, men playing women's roles. So for question six, my questions are, what is the point for having all the scenes with the men that are putting on the play in it, other than for Titiana to see the donkey head? And what was the reason for all of the commentation of like Demetrius and Aegeus and Theseus at the end during that play? So have a good day and thank you.